guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and welcome to the February 2020 reading. Whoop whoop! And we have a little pick a card going on for you here, and I just want to show you the decks that I'm going to be working with for this pick a card reading. I am going to be working with the Sacred Self-Care Rituals Oracle deck, and also one of my newer decks. This is the Chakra Girls Spirit cards, which are fabulous, and I think that they're going to work really well in this deck. The month of love, which could be, you know, love for self-love, love for our pets, or, you know, furry family, for our kids, for family members, for your job, but, you know, love in all its various forms for your creative projects. And I'm also going to be using the Romantic Tarot, which I always use for relationship type readings, so know that you could visit my shop if you're looking for a relationship reading. And then in here I have the Accurate AF Tarot, which just came not too long ago, but I'm happy to finally be utilizing it for some of my readings. Alright, so before we dive in, just FYI, you know, with these pick a card readings, they are general readings, so it's just picking up on the general energy that's out there. So if the reading doesn't really resonate with you, that's fine. People always say, take what resonates and leave the rest. If there is a goal that, you know, you're working towards, or something that you would really like to see manifest, something that you're really hoping to have happen, remember that we are kind of the magicians ourselves, so we have to kind of put in that effort. We can't always just cross our fingers and hope for the best and that everything's gonna turn out the way we want it to. And sometimes the universe has other things in store where maybe it's not exactly what we wanted, but what we get in the end is something maybe even better. So just kind of keep all of that in mind. And if you do want something that is more tailored to you, where it's just you and I talking about you know, problems or blocks or, you know, awesome things that you're doing and wondering how to continue doing the awesomeness, then head over to my shop, www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. I have bracelets that I make over there, as well as my readings that I do. A lot of different kinds of readings. I do conchomancy readings and Lenormand, and as well as tarot and scrying and lots of other good stuff. You just kind of choose the one that best suits you. And pretty soon I'm going to have my Goddess of the Rose salve back in stock, although I know that as soon as I put it in stock, it's going to be like bam, it's going to be out of there, because that tends to sell out quite quickly. Yeah, and also if you are thinking of throwing a little love my way, think about joining that KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot. For the end of January and on through February, my patrons are all moving up a tier for the month, and it was part of my Patreon anniversary. So everybody who's at like my KWT family tier, they get to move up to my Crystal Grid tier, and so on and so forth. And so definitely check it out. And I also want to give a shout out to my VIP patron, Joseph Monreal. So thank you, and much love to my uncle. So okay, for this pick a card reading, I've brought in some stones that I really felt kind of vibrate with that love energy. So this reading and the messages that you receive could be for relationships, either those that you're looking to be in or that you're already in. It could be, you know, my intention is love. So the intention then, I mean, that could translate to, you know, love, like I said, for family, creative projects, love for self, you know, so on and so forth. So kind of take the message as it best fits you. I've also brought in some other little heart stones that I thought would help with this reading. And then off to the side here, if you're wondering what this is, for each of the piles, I've written down on these 10 little hearts here different love songs. So actually what I did was I went into my phone and I played shuffle on some of my love mix songs, and I wrote them down, and I was just kind of asking the universe that the songs that came through are the ones that will best benefit the people that are picking certain piles. So for example, if you picked pile number 1, you know, I'd go through the reading, and then at the end I'm going to be just kind of moving through here and picking a song that is for you. So either you can dive into the lyrics and, gain whatever meaning you need from that. So I thought that would just be fun. There's these little like heart-shaped thingies and just kind of goes with February. And me, I'm a person who loves February. So I know people are like, it's a Hallmark holiday, but I mean, don't we need like a little more love in the world? And wouldn't it be nice if people just showed others a little bit more love? So if there's going to be a month that's all about love, then heck yeah, I'm all on board. So all right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So first, take a nice deep breath in and out. Back in again and out. And when you feel centered and calm, go ahead and choose the pile that you feel most connected with. Is it pile number 1 with the pink calcite? Pile number 2 with the selenite? Or pile number 3 with the rose quartz? All right, so let's jump in. All right, hey, pile number 1. So if you chose pile number 1, you chose this awesome pink calcite. I love calcite in general, but this pink calcite just feels extra warm and cuddly. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this off to the side, and let's take a look at your cards. So what is your message for February 2020? What is coming through for you in the love department? All right, so from our Chakra Girls Spirit deck, we have the Ask for What You Need. And in our Accurate AF Tarot, we have the Spirit of Wands. And we have the Eight of Wands. So we have 2 Wands cards here. So we have Enthusiastic, Adventurous, and Alignment and Progress. Very interesting. And then from our Self-Care Oracle, we have Positive Affirmations. I'm liking that one. And then here from our Romantic Tarot, we have the Knight of Cups and we have the 5 of Swords. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of spread these out so you guys can see them, because I also want you guys putting in some of your own creative hits, your intuitive hits that you're getting with these cards. Move this. There we go. I think we can spread them. There we go. Perfect. Okay. For February 2020, group number 1. We seem to have almost all of the suits represented here. We have cups, swords, and wands, which is a pretty good balance. First of all, just taking a look at that. And having the pentacles missing, which actually would be good for these 2. Actually, these 2 could probably represent your pentacles department. So it looks like the area that might be needing a little more care than either relationship wise, but also with you is that pentacles department. So that is our ourselves, our world around us. And so what I'm seeing for February 2020, the Ask for What You Need and Positive Affirmations, that it could be that you might be, I'm getting multiple messages, so forgive me, but it might be for some people who are listening to this that possibly you're a little shy when it comes to telling others how you feel. Saying, hey, I like you, or let's go out on a date, something like that. And that's for the people that aren't currently with someone. But then I'm also feeling like those that are with somebody, that you're attached, you're partnered up, that maybe you've gotten to a point in the relationship, or maybe it's a newer relationship, but it just seems like you're not really, and I don't want to say that the other person's like pressing down on you or anything, but it just feels like, I don't know, like you feel like it's not your place to ask for things, or not your place to say, oh, you know, I kind of like this, or, you know, even like getting asked to go out where to eat, you know, something like that. So I just kind of feel that there's this just being able to voice your opinion about something, you know, and kind of worried about upsetting people or upsetting others, upsetting the status quo. And I don't feel that at all, you know, that I just, you know, with this, it's like you need to really stand up for what you want. And I'm not saying that there's any sort of conflict. It's just like, you know, talk more, say what you want more. The other person wants to hear your needs, you know, so that you guys could work together, either, you know, again, attached or unattached. And with the Spirit of Wands and the Eight of Wands, I do see a quick then movement when it comes to relationships. So maybe if you do a little bit more of asking for things that you want, or voicing your opinions, again, either attached or unattached, that's going to cause a little bit of a shift in the relationship, and I see it flowing in a very positive direction. And, you know, again, like I said, if you're unattached, you know, then, and there is somebody that maybe you have in mind, and you want to say, hey, you know, would you like to go out for coffee, or, you know, whatever it may be. I do see it at least flowing in the right direction, meaning even if this person that you're saying, hey, let's go get coffee to, is like, no, thank you, that then opens up the energy though for you, for other people to kind of step into your path, where those other people may want to go have coffee with you, or tea, or whatever it may be. But it just opens you up to more possibility, instead of having that constant block, you know, in the way. And then over here with these two cards, with the Knight of Cups and the Five of Swords, just what I'm getting is like, this is who you are on the inside. You're this, you know, Knight of Cups that's like, you know, I just, you know, want to have that, you know, passion, and I just want to, you know, like if you're not in a relationship, I just, you know, I want those butterflies, you know, I want to have that newness of being in a relationship, and liking someone, and the uncertainty, and knowing more about them, and just basically loving love. And then those people that are in the relationship, you're kind of craving that passion. I also see that with the Eight of Wands as well. And so, since, you know, it's not good to kind of keep those things bottled up, you know, if it's who you are, then, you know, be who you are, because the more authentic that you are, the people that are vibrating on that same frequency as you, they will come to you. But if you're not putting out any sort of vibe, then yes, it's going to be very hard to progress in a relationship, or to progress to even enter into a relationship. So just kind of keep that in mind. And that Five of Swords, I think, is the reminder of, you know, what happens when we don't voice our opinions, that we don't let people know our wants, our needs, kind of who we are really. It's this Five of Swords. It's that feeling of, you know, loss, like, oh, I missed out on another opportunity, or I missed out on talking to that person. I'll never know, you know, what could have been. Or in the relationship, you know, oh, I missed out on a really good conversation, or a deepening of the relationship, or a connection. You know, it causes a lot of mental turmoil, which we don't need. We don't need all of that. So for February 2020, I'm just really seeing the need to really be your authentic self. Be you. And I know that it's easier said than done, especially if you're very shy. So I'd say take baby steps though towards it. You know, a little, I'd say baby step would be just going up to somebody who maybe you have interest in, and at least saying hi. You know, do you shop here often, or, you know, whatever it may be. You know, I'm kind of cheesy, but you know, or if you're in a relationship, it could be I feel like getting Italian tonight, you know, would you like to go have some Italian food? You know, just little stuff until you're more comfortable in hearing your words, your voice, because your voice is powerful, and people really want to know you. Okay, so we have our little bowl of songs that were kind of picked beforehand. So I have 10 different songs in here, and let's see which song comes through for group number 1. Oh, I think we have a winner. And we have Baby I Love Your Way by Big Mountain. So if you don't know what this song is, I would say definitely Google it now so that you can, or maybe even enter it into YouTube so that you can listen to it, and perhaps that adds, another layer of message to this reading for you, whoever, this connects with. Maybe it connects with a couple of people or a bunch of people. Maybe it's the song itself has some sort of meaning, but whatever it is, definitely look into it. But I also think that this song title connects in with all of this. The more you are open about who you are and the things that you want and need, I'm seeing that there are some people that are going to be very connected to that. Hey, baby, I love your way. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this February 2020 monthly reading, this pick a card reading. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. Place them in the comment section down below. And yeah, I will catch you spiritual homies next month. Of course, I will have many videos in between. But yeah, I'll catch you later. All right. Don't forget, if you want to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. And if you want to send a little love my way, think about joining the KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittensweightsandtarot, so I can continue to do all the wonderful things that I do here and continue to be creative and all of that. So I will catch you spiritual homies later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. All right. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 2, then you got this lovely piece of selenite that I have here. I love this heart selenite. Like, it's so... So we're going to place that off to the side, and we're going to take a look at your cards. So what's coming for you in February 2020 as it pertains to the love department? So what kind of love are we talking about here? Oh, we have anything is possible. I mean, that's an awesome card. And this is from my Spirit Girls, Chakra Girls Spirit deck. And then in my Accurate AF Tarot, let's see, we have the Sun and we have Justice. So Sun, and I love the keywords that they have down here at the bottom. I just think that's neat. Like, normally I don't like keywords on tarot cards, but I like it on this one. So we have positivity and abundance. So I don't know, these two cards already are pretty awesome here. We have Justice, understanding, and karmic balance. And then here we have connect with your womb. And remember that, male or female, anybody can connect with the feminine. All right, so let's go ahead and put that down. And in the romantic tarot, we have the 2 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles. So interesting with the 2s. And actually, if you think about the Justice card, the scales being balanced, the 2, and then the, every time I think of the Sun, I think of the moon. So there's the, juxtaposition, and then the card, the connecting with your womb, has the 2 there. So that's, interesting. Let me lay these out so that you guys can insert your intuitive hits as well. I like you guys to chime in. Not all just me. I'm just one opinion here. Okay, so let's take a look-ski. All right, so you guys kind of look it over while I look this over as well. What's coming for you in the love department of Febrero 2020? All right, I'm seeing actually, and what I'm trying to do with the readings, because I know there are both people that are coupled up and there are people that are not coupled up, listening to this. So I'm trying to do the dual message here. So I'll go back and forth. So first of all, coupled or not coupled, I see love being very positive, when it comes to actual like relationships love for February 2020. So with the anything is possible, we have the Sun card, the Justice card, which I see like things like in your favor, and everything just seems so balanced. And even where it says connect with your womb, which male or female to me is connecting with the feminine, and so again having that balance. Oh, and as I look up here, the yin yang, masculine, feminine, light and dark, all of that. So in February 2020, I think it's really a call to try to keep all aspects of your life as balanced as possible. So not letting one thing or the other get out of whack. For instance, if you are not in a relationship and you're looking to have one, not to put your sole focus into, I need to, get a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever it may be, and just like you're so focused on that you like neglect other things that are going on, like your other relationships with your friends and your family and things like that, because there's like this sole focus. Or that if you are in a relationship, not to be so embedded in it that you kind of almost lose yourself, so I just kind of see this balance, and that's all that's really, it's coming through very strongly. And if you are the type that, and it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, if you are the type that's a little more masculine when it comes, because I'm kind of getting a masculine energy, where like basically you make the decisions, like you're the more forward one here. I kind of see the connect with your womb is to just remember to be a little more nurturing with yourself and a little more nurturing to the people that you are surrounded by. Your work colleagues, your friends, your family, partners and things like that. Just to kind of balance out your energy. You might be a little more in the what energy might I say that is? That is like more like the emperor type energy. So if you could temper your emperor, there you go, temper your emperor with the empress type energy, I think that's really going to help the flow of 2020. So really when it comes to relationships, this anything is possible, the Sun card, basically it's, I don't know, it's all kind of in your favor, but remember the reminder here is just to keep things balanced. So here you have the Two of Coins. When making decisions, just make sure that you are keeping the feelings and the thoughts of others in mind when making decisions, instead of making them for selfish reasons. And it's not to put you down, but sometimes we do things without thinking and it comes across as selfish even though we weren't trying to be that way. So just be careful of that, because again, this is kind of a more masculine energy. And remember, if there are parts of this reading that aren't resonating with you, that's totally fine, because this is just a general reading. And then the Two of Cups, again, relationships, like it's it all just seems to be coming together. Like I just see, I don't know what else to tell you guys other than February is going to be pretty freaking awesome in the relationship department. But remember that in order to have the things that you want to happen, as time goes on here, that you're going to have to do the work too, like keeping things balanced, making sure that we aren't over domineering, and things like that we're balancing our masculine and feminine, our light and our dark. And also keeping in mind that, everybody has free will. You guys make thousands of decisions, if not more, a day, as well as the people around you. So, but as far as the energy that I see right now, I see it as being pretty freaking awesome. So, well, that was an easy reading. Okay, so in this little, I don't know what you call it, like little bowl, little ceramic heart bowl, I put the 10 songs, before I did this reading. I did a little shuffle on my playlist of my Love Mix playlist on my cell phone. And I took out the song that I pulled for group number 1, because I feel like, I don't know, I was just kind of feeling like one song per group, And that's just kind of the download that I was getting. So, all right, what is a song for you guys? So by having a song in here, it's more, the song might mean something to you, to somebody that's watching this, and you know, and then there's a message in there, or it's actually just listening or reading the lyrics and kind of getting an extra message from there, or it could just be a song to kind of put you in the mood for the month. So let's see. Ooh. Do you need more of a message for February? Like, really? I mean, positive. Positive. Ooh. You know what else just popped in? Okay, and this might be for somebody specifically. If somebody is trying to, like you and your partner have been talking about having children. That's kind of loud and clear, like that just popped in right now as well. So just saying, you know, I don't know, have a nice little romantic getaway or dinner, or you know, but yeah, Marvin Gaye, hey, the king of love music and awesome music. So yeah, definitely maybe look into the lyrics, although I think you pretty much know what the lyrics mean. Or maybe this song actually means something to you, and that gives you some extra with this reading. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittenswaitsandtarot.com. And if you want to send a little love my way, so that I can continue to make fun and awesome videos for you guys and create other things, then join that KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittenswaitsandtarot. And I will catch you spiritual homies next month, although of course there will be a lot of videos in between. All right, peace, love, and sugar grease. Peace out. All right, hey, pile number 3. So if you chose pile number 3, you got this awesome, soft, cozy piece of rose quartz. Oh my goodness, I love all my heart stones. I don't know about you guys, but I like stones that have shapes. As much as I like my unpolished stones, I really do like ones that are cut into shapes, more specifically hearts. All right, so let's dive into the reading for February 2020. What is coming for you guys in the love department? So meaning, you know, love could mean a host of things, but let's see what we got going on here. All right, we have try something new from the Spirit Girl or Chakra Girl Spirit cards, and then in our Accurate AF Tarot, see what we got here. We have the 7 of Wands, Persistence, Conviction, and we have the 2 of Rings, Fluctuation, Adaptability. Interesting. The 2 of Pentacles actually came up in the last reading as well. And then we have Family. And then in our Romantic Tarot, whoa, couple of Swords cards here. Got some mental stuff. We have the 8 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. Okay, let me spread these out so you guys can take a look and put some of your intuitive hits into this. I like you guys to also try to gain some of your own messages. Okay, so give me a moment, and at the same time, I want you guys to kind of take a look at these. Okay, so what I've been doing with the other 2 piles, and I'll do the same for this pile, is that I know that there are people that are watching this that are both coupled up and non-coupled up. And so I'm trying to do the reading for both, so that nobody feels left out. Okay, and I kind of pre-asked, you know, source if, you know, the messages coming through could benefit, you know, both peoples, both peoples that are either in a relationship or not. Okay, so for the first group, that I'm going to be talking to right now, those are the people that are in a relationship. And so I'm seeing that there is some conflict going on when it comes to family. Either this is your, like between you and your partner and like your family, you know, and if you have kids and things like that, or it's like your family as in like mom and dad, grandma, grandpa, like extended family, I guess. And so for family here, I'm seeing that there's some Eight of Swords energy going on, so some anxiety, possibly some tension. I don't know if there's been some arguing going on, especially with the Seven of Wands here, and I kind of feel like there's this discrepancy for you and for the other people that are in the household, of being torn between, you know, wanting to be right, or trying to point something out to somebody, but at the same time, like your feelings are getting hurt and possibly you are inadvertently hurting their feelings, but it's like this mind heart, you know, drama that's going on. And so in order to kind of bring yourselves together, like I see here in this family card, is to try a new approach. And the chakra here is the solar plexus. So that's where we derive a lot of our power from. And power doesn't always mean like overpowering, you know, somebody else. Doesn't mean about mowing them over. Sometimes it's about compromise or just seeing things differently, almost like a hanged man. And so with the Two of Rings, I'm just seeing that you're going to have to make a choice. You know, what sacrifices are you willing to make? And also sitting down with people that you're in conflict with. So it's like you're not the only one making sacrifices, but actually sit down and have a conversation of where you guys could come to a compromise. You know, so that this energy that I see here does not continue. You know, so if you would like to save, you know, your family, whatever it is that you are considering family, you know, family of friends, the family between you and your partner and your children, or just you and your partner, or like I said, mom and dad and all of that. So wanting to save that so you don't constantly feel like you're in battle mode, is to have the serious conversation. Maybe not when things are heated, so maybe not when you're currently in an argument. You know, just in order to keep the peace, and also to save the mental turmoil that is going on, and the like just erratic emotions, you know, because that's draining, and we don't want this to get all drained out, you know, your solar plexus, your place of power. So there's that for the people that are partnered up. And then if you aren't, I'm just seeing this to me almost feels like wanting to, how do I want to put this, because I don't want to make it seem like you're so young, like your parents have, you know, they dictate who you're allowed to date or like or marry or whatever it is, but it just kind of feels like this kind of thing where maybe you are interested in somebody that maybe is, you know, there are some very traditional families where they're like, don't date outside the culture, or don't date outside the religion, or whatever it is. And I'm just kind of feeling like there's some of that here for, again, these are for the people that are not coupled up. I just kind of feel that there's some of that tension, you know, with family, with your, you know, do I lead with my head or my heart? You know, because my head and my heart are saying, you know, I have to, you know, listen to what my family is saying, kind of my upbringing and all of that. And you don't even have to be like a young kid, you know, watching this. This could be somebody who's like in their 30s or 40s, but you know, sometimes we feel like this small, and we feel like little kids when, you know, mom and dad come down, or at least the family come down on us, you know, sometimes. So that's the kind of energy I'm feeling, is like, you know, I kind of want to do something that's not the norm for my family, however you want to take that, and possibly the family is resisting or saying you can't do that, or blah blah blah, you know, even though knowing full well like you're an adult, you can make your own decisions. But you know, we don't want to, you know, to be estranged from family, that's a big decision, and it's also very stressful. So just in order to, and it's kind of like the same advice I just had for like the people that are kind of in a relationship already, is to have a very adult conversation with your family of like, hey, I appreciate and understand your concerns. I absolutely know the traditions of the family and, you know, or the religion or whatever it may be. But it's the please respect my decisions as an adult. You know, I respect your decisions, and, you know, I am sorry, you know, or I'm sad, you could say, that we're not on the exact same wavelength, but, you know, just have it come across that you absolutely respect their beliefs and where they're coming from. But, you know, as a complete individual, human being, adult, that you just ask for the same respect, even if they don't agree, you know, with your decision. So just trying to maybe have this conversation when, again, people are not in the middle of fighting, but when everybody's calm, and just kind of, you know, broach this with them. And if they are uncompromising, well, you know, I can't tell you what to do. You know, everybody has free will, you know, including your family. So you do what you feel is best. But I'm just feeling that conversation, that's the message here, that conversation needs to be had. You need to try something new. So instead of just, I'm going to go off and I'm going to do my own thing and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Okay, that's more like, that continues the tension. So it's more sitting down, having more of an adult conversation about all of this. So yeah, a little bit heavier of a message than the other two piles, but hey, if people need to hear it, then that is totally fine. So I have all these different songs in here, and the song that I picked for pile number 1 and pile number 2 I pulled out because I feel like they were just for those piles. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the song that is for pile number 3. And we have Kokomo by the Beach Boys. So if you don't know this song, definitely search it up in YouTube and have a listen to it, or Google search it, because possibly maybe the lyrics mean something to you, maybe the song actually means something to you, and that has another added message, added depth to it. So, you know, I just thought, you know, pulling a song might be kind of fun to kind of go along with this. But it's interesting that with all this conflict that I kind of saw in the cards, and having to, you know, it's a lot of conversation, basically. It's a lot of standing in your power, conversation, not being spiteful or mean about anything, but it's just, you know, a lot of work that's here for February. And then in Kokomo, that particular song it's just seems to me so relaxing, like vacation mode. And maybe that's the kind of calm that you might want to have when you're having these conversations. It's just that calm state of mind, because sometimes when we're all worked up, it's harder to have a civil conversation. All right, so, but you know, you guys definitely look into it. And that's it for me for February of 2020. Let me know if you have any comments or questions, or maybe how this resonated with you. You know, I'd be curious to know. And if you want to catch a reading from me, that's something that's obviously less general, then head over to www.kittenswaitsandtarot.com. And if you want to throw a little love my way so that I can continue to make fun and interesting videos, as well as, you know, doing events and creating things for my shop for you guys to have, then join that KWT tribe over at patreon.com/kittenswaitsandtarot. And that's it for me, spiritual homies. I will catch you later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.